For over 50 years, people of all ages have been coming to Wurstfest to enjoy great sausage and great times. This is one tradition you might want to get a taste of. For Bobcat Update, I'm Aspen Streety. If you are one of those people that suffers from a runny nose or itchy eyes around the same time every year, then you probably have an allergy and should think about seeing a doctor. For Bobcat Update, I'm Aspen Streety. The state of Texas is trailing most other states in developed countries in the percentage of adults with college degrees. According to the Austin American-Statesman, about 32% of Texans ages 25 to 34 have earned an associate's degree or higher, compared with 41% of the nation as a whole. The annual festival launches Friday at Landa Park. Since it started in 1961, New Braunfels has played host to this celebration of sausage. Herb Skoog, who has volunteered every year since its opening and even served as past president of Wurstfest, says the best part besides the food is something very obvious.
Well, I think the favorite part is meeting your friends and visiting and having time to visit with each other and enjoy the food that you sometimes would find difficult to find at home.
The festival offers not only the best wurst around, but also a variety of musical acts, carnival rides, and even a play. And Wurstfest brings in the crowds. More than 120,000 people are expected in New Braunfels, which will keep the staff and volunteers plenty busy during the 10-day festival.
All of the members, with the exception of the seniors and the Opa Emeritus, are required by their membership to put in at least 20 hours.
The festival ends on November 13th. For over 50 years, people of all ages have been coming to Wurstfest to enjoy great sausage and great times. This is one tradition you might want to get a taste of. For Bobcat Update, I'm Aspen Streety. If you are thinking about using up the rest of your absences in class, you might want to hold off. Due to the extreme heat, high mold count, and recent wildfires, this allergy season is predicted to be one of the worst on record. According to Dr. Emilio Carranco at the Texas State Student Health Center, the lack of rain has led to a buildup of dust in the air, and as plants begin to die, they become more susceptible to mold. This causes our bodies to react.
I think if you're going to live in Central Texas, you have to get used to the idea that it's going to be a bad allergy season. We have so much in the air here year-round that it's difficult not to be suffering from allergies.
Preventing your allergies from getting the best of you is easier now.
One of the important things that's happened here in the last couple of years is that we've had some very good allergy medicine that's become over-the-counter. So you're not going to need prescriptions for them anymore.
Mold, cedar, and ragweed are common allergens that affect people the most.
The whole time cedar's out really bad, ragweed's pretty tough, so it's during seasons.
If you are one of those people that suffers from a runny nose or itchy eyes around the same time every year, then you probably have an allergy and should think about seeing a doctor. For Bobcat Update, I'm Aspen Streety. An estimated 51 exotic animals were released yesterday near Zanesville, Ohio. The animals were being kept on a 46-acre wildlife reserve, which a man named Terry Thompson ran. According to CNN.com, preliminary investigations indicate that Thompson released the animals and then died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The police said they had no choice but to shoot dozens of the released animals out of concern for public safety. All but 2 of the animals have been accounted for, but several local school districts were closed as a precaution. As we take a look at our national forecast, it's going to show us that up on the west coast there's a mixture of rain and snow for Washington and Montana. All sunshine down in California and Nevada. Moving across the Great Plains, there's going to be some snow flurries that are going to fly. Also up in the Great Lakes region of Wisconsin. And down here again in the south for the Gulf Coast and the Atlantic Coast, all sunshine. This low pressure system that's moving across, starting in New Mexico and stretching all the way across to the Atlantic Coast, is going to bring a wall of rain and severe thunderstorms stretching through Mississippi and Virginia. Again, also rain up here in parts of Maine and New York. As we take a look at our 3-day forecast, tonight's overnight low is going to be 46 degrees with winds moving from the north to northeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. As we take a look at tomorrow's high, it's going to be 68 degrees, all sunshine. And then Friday's high, 73 degrees, mostly cloudy with 20% chance of rain.